All right, welcome. My name is Ray Schwartz. I'm going to run through and try to explain in the most simplest form how artificial intelligence can help you save a lot of time and your team a lot of time and make more money. This isn't going to go into how AI works and all that boring shit. It seems like really everyone is talking about AI. I've talked with IBM guys. I've talked with Google people. There's a lot of people talking about AI, but very few have seemed to be able to apply it in their business. So we've made it very easy with RevStack for you to do that. So before I go in and show you how easy it is, I'm going to run through a quick little presentation to give you a run through of how AI works, okay? And this isn't the AI that you see on 60 Minutes, if you've watched that episode. I live in South Florida. There is an older generation of people that live in my building here, and every time I talk a little bit about AI or what I do, they ask me about this 60 Minutes show. Now, the AI that we have, we're not trying to cure cancer. We're not trying to solve global warming. This is basic AI, and it can be implemented in any business model. And it's pretty simple. It's called conversational commerce. And I like to say in this, RevStack is really AI for all. We want to make every business have access to AI. Now in the beginning, it's very basic. I mean, we're building a platform that I think far exceeds anything else out there. But over time, we're going to keep making this more and more powerful. If you're not a believer yet in AI or chatbots, take a look at some of these numbers, all right? They're pretty eye-opening. 48% of consumers would rather use live chat than any other means of contact, okay? That is a large group of people, especially millennials. By 2020, businesses will have some form of chatbot automation implemented. You should be implementing this right now. Don't need to wait till 2020. I'm going to show you how easy it really is. 45.8% of consumers would rather communicate with a business through a messaging app than email. The writing's on the wall. I've talked about this in length. If you want to read more about it, type it into Google, go to our website, read some of our blogs. You'll see the writing is on the wall. 1 billion, and this is an old stat, it's actually closer to 2 billion now, of people are actively using Facebook Messenger. Add in WhatsApp, Telegram, and all these other messenger platforms, and it's astonishing. Not only are there more people gravitating to messenger apps, but they want to reach businesses through them. And businesses, if you own a business, which I hope you do, why else would you be watching this? They help businesses. The average open rate is 80% plus we've seen. We've seen engagement 10 times higher. Conversion rates up to 500% higher by implementing social chat and text messaging, connecting it to AI to manage inbound inquiries. Now, I started down this road. It was really an experiment a couple of years ago. I launched a campaign after spending $4,000 for a funnel builder to build me an elaborate funnel with all these different A/B tests. And we're going to see if you click this and I click and I click that in an email, and then if I do this and land on this page, I should be more likely to do this. It's all a bunch of educated guessing. It's complicated and it takes a long time. I don't know if you've seen these funnel builders everywhere, but their ads are all over Facebook. They're charging big price tags for these funnels. This shit is old. No one is going to use this in the next 5 years. Really, it should be, no one should be using this right now. People don't buy this way. A click doesn't really show that I'm engaged enough for you to start sending me a certain email follow-up. I don't even really read my emails, to be perfectly honest. I get so many of these garbage emails that I only read a couple that I know are really good newsletters. What has happened, though, with these chatbot builders is they've taken the same methodology, these chatbot agencies or these chatbot softwares out there that are on the market, and they've crammed the old method into a chat interface. So they build out these really complicated flows, okay? And they've taken the same methodology. It doesn't work anymore in chat. So these funnels, if you have one of these now, it might be making you some cash, but really they're burning cash. I have used these, and I've used this for the past couple years when using these follow-up funnels to grow my business and to help clients. And every year, the rate of return is depreciating. At the same time, I'm spending a lot of money to maintain them. And often when they're built, okay, these turd funnels, I call them. If you, I didn't mention this before, if you watch any of my other videos, I've got a dirtier mouth because I started off my career on Wall Street in the financial industry where really nobody has a filter. So if it bothers you, sorry, move on, okay? So I'm predicting it now, all right? The death of the funnel, all right? These funnel builders are going to meet a demise. Why? Because you don't have to guess anymore. You have to take and train your AI to answer questions in real time from someone on your team, or train that AI over time to answer a lot of the questions people have in the buying process and deliver them the information they need in real time to take them from problem to solution quickly. That's it. That's all this does. So you don't have to worry about building these complicated things, stringing together 100 different softwares. Now there's also another group of people out there, okay? They're the internet gurus who have done it this way forever. They're going to talk about their lead magnets and their funnels and pop-ups, A/B testing, SEO, and everything. It's all a bunch of gibberish, okay? These gurus, they're going to say chatbot or chat is a fad, when really you read some people, Forbes magazine, there's a lot of articles out there. It's the future, not only of marketing, but of how we interact with businesses. And as you can see here on the right, I'm not the only one to think this. Basically, these large companies with deep pockets, they're building a chat interface into every single one of their applications. This is Bank of America. It's called Erica. Look around. They're all building these. They're building it directly inside of their apps to answer questions, handle customer service, handle sales questions, send notifications, deliver media, because they know it's engaging and people expect an on-demand experience. So let's look at how easy this is, okay? This is using the RevStack model. Engage. I've already talked about this in length. I'm not going to go into it. We're going to engage on every channel. We're not just going to build a click this button, go to that. You can build those inside of RevStack. You can build the same type of flows and sequences. But what we recommend is keeping it simple, engaging, focusing on the copy, reaching them on every single channel to get them engaged, and then pushing them to a real-time chat, whether it's social or text. Getting them to start the conversation that you can take over and deliver and close, or deliver them whatever answer they need if they're a current customer to reduce churn. So how it works is we push it. You can manage a lot of different inbound messages if you're starting to really scale up your conversational marketing strategy. First, it goes to this guy on the right here, which we're going to call this is your AI trained assistant. He or she, whatever you want to call it, can handle the majority of questions, and over time will get smarter and smarter. This will also pass off to a human being, or they can take over someone on your team and handle the very precise questions or people who are really engaged in that sales conversation and pick it up in real time. Every salesperson, every inbound specialist, everyone we've done this with, they love being able to pick up a chat take over, answer questions, chat with people, save a lot of time from the manual cut and copy chat that they've been used to, because every single day they're constantly training their RevStack AI assistant to manage more of those inquiries. So how does this work? We make it easy, okay? This is our machine here. So our turbine, growth engine, whatever you want to call it. We first do pre-programmed, okay? So we already baked in all of the most common questions that we're constantly updating internally, as well as what I call chit chat, people call it small talk, all those weird responses like, hi, how are you, great, good day, all the small talk, okay, that people actually engage in with chatbots, we have already baked in. And you fill out a single form, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and it dynamically populates all that. We already are starting to build in appointments, and over really every single week, we're trying to add more and more commonly asked questions as we look at all the inbound inquiries that are coming into our system. And we're training internally this bot so you don't have to answer all these questions right out of the box when you sign up. Just all you have to do is fill a form. Next, you can train it yourself. So you can do custom Q&A, all those questions that you get asked all the time. You can program that in. You can even start your own follow-up sequences based on that conversation so that you're delivering the answers to those frequently asked questions. So it handles the Q&A for you. And also, as I said, it does contextual follow-up. The other thing is pre-trained. We're building right now a pre-trained marketplace for each industry. We're doing these one at a time, so they're industry specific. An example of that would be, like I said, stick with mortgage, a pre-trained bot, and we're going through each niche and each industry to create these, where they're multi-step, more complex, and all you have to do is fill out a form to dynamically populate the answers, click once, and everything is trained. You don't have to sit there and fill out all the questions and train it yourself. It's ready to go with a few clicks in our marketplace. The other one is scenarios. We're doing viral contests, a bunch of different scenario-based AI where you can program it in to manage most of those questions, whether it's give the weather or provide people with directions through Google Maps. Whatever it is, we're going to constantly be updating this marketplace. So those are the three tiers. This, I think, is a real game changer, and I'm going to show you now how easy it is. Even my dad can do this, and he's in his 70s. I've taught him pretty much how to use this. I've taught a lot of people how to use this. If you can fill out a form, you can train a bot. So this is how you go in and you train your AI. If you can fill out a form, this is how you can train it on your most frequently asked questions. So you go through, as you can see, you put in 10 questions. You have to train it on how to answer these questions. I put in 11 here. The more you put, the easier it will be to train. People ask things in a lot of different ways, so you want to make sure you're constantly updating these classifications. And what does that do? That automatically trains the AI on all of these different questions, and it will start to pick up and get smarter over time, so it's answering a lot higher volume of questions, for example, on how long this promotion is for. You can type the answer here, you can add tags, you can put in really anything that you want in here to return that answer, as well as you can see here, assign a tag. Our system is based on tags. So you can start, let's say it's Botox, you can start a follow-up sequence across every channel if they, let's say, asked about a Botox promotion. So just based on the conversation, you add a tag and start a follow-up sequence if this person abandons chat and does not schedule an appointment. That's powerful. I don't know how powerful, if you are not doing this every day, that is. A lot of people drop off chat and a lot of people follow up with a simplified funnel to try to get them talking again when we can reach them across every channel with very contextual follow-up. The next way is you just upload a CSV. You can take this CSV and you can, what I do is I start a Google Sheet, and a live Google Sheet, and I share it with everyone on my sales team. You can put it everyone on your marketing team and get them to insert a lot of the questions that people ask them every single day, and do the same thing. Just put 10 ways you can ask it and upload that CSV here, and you're good to go. After you upload it, you're going to get notifications. For example, if the AI returns a confidence score between a certain ranking, that means it's going to have enough confidence to return an answer, but that answer it's not as confident on. So it's going to allow you to go in and click this. You can edit it and keep adding more questions and make it smarter and smarter if you find that it's returning a lot of answers in that ranking score. So it's just like a person, although it's based purely on data. If you return a score that it is not confident in, it's going to automatically push those messages to someone on your team that can go in and answer them in real time, type the answers here in text and messenger, and we're adding in over the next couple months a bunch of other different channels. So you only have to train your bot once and deploy across multiple channels right from the RevStack dashboard. All right. So a lot of the time I pick up on some of these conversations just because if I'm sitting here or a salesperson is and they start asking questions, sometimes I just want to take it over. I don't need the AI to do its work. So if you're not getting a ton of inbound chat, then you can take it over manually. However, if you sign up and if you've been watching these videos, throughout the process of this, I'm going to show you, and when you become not only in the free trial, but when you become a paid user, how to really maximize and start just rushing subscribers into here. I mean, if you do it right, 1,000, 2,000, 10, even 35,000 I saw a company do of new subscribers. All right, so that's it. Now the next part is to go in, and inside of here, it's going to prompt you really over and over and over again. Inside of your settings, if you don't fill it out, this is the pre-trained, show you here. It's under business settings. Okay, business details, edit business details, and these are all the common questions. So these are all the questions people ask a bot. All you have to do, okay, is go in and fill out this questionnaire. And these are the majority of questions that people ask a bot for any business. We've studied this across millions of different chat interactions. We've done a ton of research on this, and we're constantly going to keep adding to this as we go on. But as you can see, you go through here, and it provides all the information pre-trained to answer the questions. You hit submit, and you're good to go and done. So this is what all of the pre-trained marketplace is going to look like. You're going to click on your industry or scenario-specific marketplace inside the marketplace, upload this, and you're good to go. So there's more training on this inside of the help desk, but hopefully you become aware of how AI can really help you save time. I go in here and I'm obsessive about this. I work this into my schedule, and I have a team of people for businesses that I'm a part of or own that 3 hours sometimes each week, each one of them will go in and think of questions and look at past chat inside of here and keep training these bots to be smarter and smarter and smarter each and every day. So they have to do less and less of the bullshit manual follow-up, and that my sales teams can spend a lot more time closing deals rather than answering all these same questions over and over again. Thank you for watching this. Keep watching these videos. I know some of them are getting a little bit longer than I thought. As time progresses, I'm going to really narrow these down. But I'm telling you, these are, if you do this stuff, just think, you've watched this now maybe 30 minutes. If you do this, you can save hours and hours and hours each and every day, as well as scale quickly. The reason I started doing this was because I experimented sending traffic to just a messenger with no bot. I got 712 leads in 1 week, and I was up all fucking night responding to these over and over and over again. I was glued to my phone. I was in bed till late into the night answering because I had leads coming in. I wanted to make money from them. This solves that problem and allows you to scale up literally overnight. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.